Are you brave enough to face the terror of SmileDog? The internet is a breeding ground for creepypastas. These digital campfire stories spread fear in the digital age. One such tale is SmileDog. SmileDog is a creature, a demon some say, that appears in a single image, a husky dog caught in a sinister grin, its teeth too sharp, too human. The legend claims that seeing this image curses you. You are haunted by terrifying visions, driven mad by the creature's laughter. The legend goes that to break the curse, you must show the image to someone else. To pass on the torment, to save yourself, you must condemn another. Many dismiss it as a hoax, a silly internet myth, but some, those who have seen the image, know the truth. They know the terror that lurks behind SmileDog's grin. I think I messed up. Emma, a college student, stumbled upon the legend of SmileDog on a late-night internet deep dive. Intrigued, but skeptical, she scrolled through online forums, reading first-hand accounts of the curse. Some were clearly fabricated, written for shock value, but others, filled with genuine terror and despair, sent shivers down her spine.
Days later, I received an anonymous email. The subject line simply read, "Smile."
Her heart pounded in her chest as she clicked on the message. There it was, staring back at her from the screen, the image of SmileDog. Its eyes seemed to pierce her soul, its grin a promise of unimaginable horror. Emma quickly closed the email, trying to shake off the unease creeping up her spine.
Just a stupid prank, she muttered to herself, trying to convince herself it was nothing.
You need to watch this if you struggle with nightmares. That night, sleep offered no escape. Emma was plagued by nightmares, vivid and terrifying. SmileDog was there, lurking in the shadows, its laughter echoing through her dreams. She'd wake up in a cold sweat, the image of the creature seared into her mind. Days turned into weeks, and the nightmares only intensified.
My waking hours weren't much better. A constant sense of dread followed me everywhere. I became withdrawn, paranoid, jumping at the slightest noise.
Her friends noticed the change in her once vibrant personality now shrouded in fear. Emma tried to tell them about the email, the image, the nightmares, but the words caught in her throat, fear rendering her speechless. Are you terrified to discover the truth behind SmileDog? Determined to understand what was happening to her, Emma delved deeper into the legend of SmileDog. She scoured the internet, reading every account, every forum post, every shred of information she could find. The more she read, the more convinced she became. This was not just a silly internet myth. SmileDog was real, and she was trapped in its curse.
I stumbled upon an online community, a hidden forum dedicated to SmileDog. The members were all victims, haunted by the image, desperate for a way to break free. Their stories, raw and terrifying, mirrored my own experiences. They spoke of the nightmares, the paranoia, the overwhelming urge to spread the curse.
Emma realized with chilling certainty that she was not alone. She was one of them now, a prisoner of SmileDog. Pause 3S. Are you terrified to be alone in the dark? Pause 2S. Emma's days blurred into nights, each hour marked by a growing sense of dread. She could feel SmileDog's presence in every shadow, hear its sinister whispers in the silence. The once familiar corners of her home now felt alien, tainted by an invisible menace. Pause 2S. She started noticing things that weren't there before, a flicker of movement in her peripheral vision, the feeling of being watched. Her phone would ring, but no one was on the other end. Objects seemed to move on their own, shifting positions when she wasn't looking. Her paranoia escalated, feeding the curse's power. Pause 2S. Emma's sleep became fragmented, haunted by vivid nightmares. In her dreams, SmileDog would appear, its grotesque grin burning into her mind. She would wake up drenched in sweat, the image seared into her consciousness. The line between reality and nightmare grew thin, her mind a fragile barrier against the relentless assault of fear. Pause 2S. Desperation clawed at her sanity. Emma began to question everything, her memories, her senses, her very existence. The world outside seemed distant, a fading echo of a life she once knew. The curse had isolated her, making her a prisoner in her own mind. Pause 2S. Each day, the compulsion to spread the image grew stronger, gnawing at her resolve. She felt her willpower slipping, her resistance weakening. The shadows whispered promises of relief, of escape, if only she would share the cursed image. Emma knew she was running out of time. The curse was winning, and she was losing herself to it. Pause 3S. I don't think people understand the true horror of SmileDog. Emma's desperation drove her to seek answers, turning to the only place she could think of, the internet. She spent countless hours on forums dedicated to the paranormal, sifting through stories of hauntings, curses, and unexplained phenomena. Pause. 2S. She posted her own experiences, hoping for guidance, solace, anything that could help her understand the nightmare she was living. The responses were a mix of skepticism and genuine concern. Some dismissed her as delusional, while others shared their own encounters with Smile Dog. Each story was eerily similar, tales of fear and madness, of lives unraveling under the curse's influence. Pause 2S. One user, known only as Shadow Seeker, reached out to her privately. They claimed to be an expert in paranormal activities and offered to help. Emma clung to this lifeline, desperate for any chance of salvation. Pause 2S. Their conversations were a blend of caution and urgency. Shadow Seeker warned her of the curse's power, its ability to warp reality and break the strongest of wills. They spoke of rituals and protective measures, though none were guaranteed to work. Emma followed every instruction, every piece of advice, but the curse remained unbroken. Pause 2S. She delved deeper, uncovering ancient texts and obscure references to Smile Dog. Each discovery painted a more terrifying picture, a curse that had existed for centuries. Feeding on fear and despair, Emma felt the weight of this knowledge, the realization that she was just another victim in an endless cycle. Pause 2S. Her search for answers became an obsession, a frantic quest to find a way out. But with each passing day, the shadows grew darker, the whispers louder. Emma was running out of time, and the answers she sought seemed just out of reach. I don't think people understand the true horror of Smile Dog. As the curse tightened its grip, Emma felt a growing compulsion, a dark whisper in the back of her mind. "Spread the image," it urged. "Save yourself." The thought terrified her. The idea of condemning someone else to this torment. But the alternative, a lifetime of fear and suffering, was unbearable. The line between right and wrong blurred, distorted by the curse. Emma's sanity began to unravel, her thoughts consumed by Smile Dog. She became a recluse, isolating herself from the world. Her only solace, the dark corners of the internet where she could connect with other victims. The curse was relentless, a parasite feeding on her fear, her sanity. Emma knew she couldn't outrun it. She had to make a choice, spread the curse or succumb to it. You need to watch this if you struggle with breaking curses. Driven to the brink, Emma decided to fight back. She pored over ancient texts, researching folklore, mythology, anything that could offer a glimmer of hope.
She consulted with priests, paranormal experts, anyone who might have an answer.
But her efforts proved futile. The curse was ancient, powerful, and seemingly unbreakable. Desperation clawed at Emma's sanity. Time was running out. She could feel herself slipping away, her thoughts and actions no longer her own. The curse was winning. With a heavy heart and a sense of impending doom, Emma made a choice. She couldn't break the curse, but she couldn't bear to condemn an innocent person either. Emma decided to take her secret to the grave. Are you brave enough to uncover the truth behind Emma's disappearance? One cold morning, Emma's roommate found her dorm room empty. Her belongings were gone, her computer wiped clean. The only trace of her existence was a single sheet of paper left on her desk. It was a drawing, a chillingly accurate depiction of Smile Dog, its grin etched in blood-red ink. The police investigated, of course, but Emma's disappearance remained a mystery. Her friends and family were left with unanswered questions, haunted by the chilling image she left behind. Some whispered that she had finally succumbed to the curse, driven mad by the entity she had encountered. Others believed she had found a way to escape, to break free from Smile Dog's grasp. Whatever her fate, one thing was certain: Emma was gone. The curse, however, lived on. Are you brave enough to face the legend of Smile Dog? The legend of Smile Dog continues to circulate online, spreading like a virus through the darkest corners of the internet. New accounts emerge, chilling tales of encounters with the cursed image. Some are dismissed as hoaxes, desperate attempts to capitalize on the creepypasta's notoriety, but others, raw and terrifying, bear the unmistakable mark of truth. Is Smile Dog real? A digital demon lurking in the depths of cyberspace, preying on the vulnerable? Or is it merely a product of our collective imagination, a modern-day boogeyman given life by our fear of the unknown? The answer, like the curse itself, remains elusive. One thing is certain, Smile Dog is more than just a creepypasta. It's a cautionary tale, a reminder that some things are best left undisturbed, hidden in the shadows of the digital world. Why are there not more people talking about the dangers lurking in the digital shadows? The internet is a double-edged sword, a gateway to a vast and often dangerous world. It's a place where information spreads like wildfire, where truth and fiction blur, and where ancient evils can find new life in the digital age. The legend of Smile Dog serves as a chilling reminder to be careful what you seek in the digital shadows. Not everything is meant to be found. And some things, once seen, can never be unseen. If you ever find yourself staring into the grinning face of Smile Dog, heed this warning. Turn back, delete the email, close the browser, and whatever you do, don't look into its eyes. The curse is real and it's waiting for you. Don't become another victim. Are you brave enough to uncover the truth behind Smile Dog? The line between reality and the digital world is becoming increasingly blurred. What starts as a harmless online myth can quickly take on a life of its own, fueled by fear, speculation, and the anonymous nature of the internet. The legend of Smile Dog is a prime example of this phenomenon. Is it a harmless creepypasta, a digital campfire story designed to send shivers down our spines? Or is there something more to it, a darker truth lurking beneath the surface? The answer, like the grin of Smile Dog itself, remains a mystery. But perhaps that's what makes it so terrifying. The unknown, the unseen, the possibility that something truly sinister lurks just beyond our perception. This is going to blow your mind. The internet is a breeding ground for legends. Some are harmless, some are terrifying. The legend of Smile Dog falls into the latter category. It's a story that has captivated and terrified internet users for years, its origins shrouded in mystery, its truth elusive. Whether a harmless hoax or a digital demon, Smile Dog has left its mark on the digital landscape. Its story serves as a warning, a reminder that the internet, for all its wonders, can also be a dangerous place. The legend of Smile Dog will continue to haunt the internet, its grin a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may lurk just beyond our screens. So be careful what you click on, what you share, what you believe. Because in the digital age, some things are best left unseen and some smiles are best left unreturned.